is only private, single specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof, from consultations and joint injections to on-site laboratory, x-ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center.
Where your journey to health begins.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, good morning, Greenville. Good morning, Eastern North Carolina. Good morning, North Carolina. Good morning, the United States of America. Good morning, North America. And good morning to the entire world. Yes, you're welcome to another incredible episode of your favorite weekend show. This is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network. Yes, and it's me, your favorite voice on the mic, the McCall, Victor Ihuka. Yes, and I'm here with my amigos, AY and AY and Patrick Mbaya. Hey, how you guys doing, fellas? How you guys been? What's up?
Good morning, everyone listening to us this morning. This is your favorite Saturday morning show, Pitt
Yeah.
Perspectives, and we
Yeah.
are very excited to be here. As you can see, hear from our voices. It's a wonderful show this morning. I'm very, very thrilled about the topic we're discussing, and I'm sure that those listening to us will understand when we start. But yes, it's going to be a wonderful show, packed for your own listening pleasure this morning. So sit tight, invite your friends, neighbors, your colleagues, everyone around, that the best crew is live on radio.
Yeah, so let them know.
Patrick.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning. Good morning. This is
Yeah.
Patrick once again on the one, the two, the three, the awesome radio. It's an amazing morning. We're back in studio, always ready to have fun with this show that we love to do so much. Hey, just like AY said, get everybody around you. It's about to be a banger. Let's take it away.
Yeah, I like
This
that. I
one
like
will be
that. Yes, guys. Yes. We have an amazing topic lined up for you all today. Something Patrick wants to be so bad. But yes, well, before we get to that, guys, how's y'all's week been? Yes, that's to know that I'm coming out today, guns blazing.
Oh,
Yes, you guys have been tormenting my life all
Okay.
week. Let's do it.
I hope y'all can hear this.
Yeah, you're threatening me.
No, I'm telling them. Like, I hope they heard you because
Right. How's yours week been? What's up? What's been exciting in yours life this week?
This week, nothing much. It's been everybody's trying to get back to school.
Yeah.
People
Oh, yeah.
are resuming. So, I mean, the works are beginning to show up little by little. I got
Right.
emails from from my
Professors?
professors telling us what to do for week one. I'm like, guys, I beg, now
Chill now.
maybe week one start first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just to set your mind to that work mode again and get
Yeah.
ready to start work. So yeah,
But
it's been-
I'm looking forward to the new year.
Mhm.
How about you, Patrick? How's it been?
yeah, it's been very busy for me. I've been having training, back to school stuff.
Yeah, the RA training.
Yeah, RA training. And
How's that going?
it's been very exhausting. I mean, it's going well, but it's been very exhausting. Like,
Expectedly, I guess.
yeah, expectedly. But, you know,
So let me ask you all this before we go on the break and do the top community news recap. How far with yours resolution? How's it going so far?
Mine is going well.
Okay.
Because I did not overburden myself with
Okay.
things I know I cannot do.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's been going well so far. Let me see. Is there anything I'm not doing yet that I still want to do? I think I've really started, maybe not like as much as I should, but I've started everything. I've started doing the normal stuff I set out to do this year, especially the ones that come daily. So just doing them
That's
little by little, easing into it.
that's good. How about
So,
you,
yeah.
Patrick?
I've not started any resolutions.
Oh yeah.
First question is, do
Yeah.
you have a resolution?
Yes, I
But I
do.
mean,
I've
so all
not.
those things you are doing, saying last week was all
No, I've not started. Mine start when school starts. So
interesting.
yeah.
That's a very interesting. Yeah, so I've been trying to, get the steps in, which is interesting because remember I told you when you said walking, someone said they thought I was talking about a job until I talked about miles. So it's making me curious how much other words we use here that probably because of the accent or how different we talk.
Sometimes not even
You
the
know.
accent, it's the way you say it. Like yes, there are words that you say that you try to correct me on saying, and I'm like, this guy is
See, this guy is coming for me.
no, I'm
Be ready to feel what the rock is cooking. Don't worry, we'll come for you. Yes,
oh
yes,
my
yes. Thank
god.
you for keeping on with us. This is to Pit Perspectives on Awesome Radio. And we have a show packed for you all this morning, as always. We'll be going on a break, and when we return, we'll bring you the top community news recap. Don't touch the dial.
I'm Dr. Kyle Harner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Living with arthritis or joint pain doesn't have to limit your life. At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're Eastern North Carolina's only private, single specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof. From consultations and joint injections to on-site laboratory, x-ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins.
You're listening to Awesome Radio, WECU 107.5 FM, 1570 AM. Christian media with the spirit of excellence.
Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, in case you're just joining us and you're wondering who has these amazing voices on the radio, yes, this is your favorite radio show, Pit Perspectives, live here on Awesome Radio Network, the show where we share stories, celebrate community and celebrate culture and
Yeah,
inspire community.
community.
Well, we
Yes.
celebrate community too, but yeah. Yes, at this time, yeah, we'll bring you all the top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. What do we have, guys?
Yeah. For our first news headline, we have that Greenville ranks amongst the top metro areas in the nation for workforce and economic growth, and number one in North Carolina.
Yes, Greenville's metro area is getting national recognition for strong workforce and economic growth. A new report from Area Development Magazine ranked the Greenville MSA 23rd out of 411 metro areas nationwide, making it the top ranked metro in North Carolina and third in the South Atlantic region. This is a major jump from previous years and reflects growth in jobs, population, and wages. Local leaders say the rise is driven by a skilled workforce, growing industries like healthcare, biotech, and clean energy, and a steady pipeline of talent from East Carolina University and Pitt Community College. Major projects like NIPRO's new U.S. headquarters and Boviet Solar's expanding operations are bringing hundreds of jobs, while leaders emphasize smart growth that improves quality of life, not just growth for growth's sake. Come on, one time for Greenville, man.
Yeah.
One time for Greenville, MSA. Yes, amazing, amazing stuff, guys. Moving on.
Yes. The next news I have here says the city of Greenville approves $500,000 for this Vision Zero initiative to improve street safety for pedestrians, cyclists, and drivers.
Yes, the city of Greenville is investing $500,000 to improve safety for pedestrians, cyclists, and drivers through its Vision Zero initiative. The funding includes a $400,000 federal grant and matching funds from the city and states. The goal is to reduce serious injuries and traffic deaths by redesigning streets with safety in mind. About half of the money will go towards creating a comprehensive safety plan, while the rest will fund pilot projects at high risk intersections and corridors. City leaders say the approach recognizes that people make mistakes and streets should be designed to protect everyone. Community members have already suggested improvements at busy intersections and new greenways to boost walking and biking safety. Yes, I
Yeah.
had to emphasize that. Yeah, so I mean, it's very important because I mean, you all heard in the news too. I think yesterday another person was hit, on
Wow.
10th Street by College Hill too. I think this is like the second time in a month or two. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah, sad stuff, sad stuff. Yeah, so great initiative by the city of Greenville. Yes, moving on.
Yes, we also have Pitt County health officials are investigating a tuberculosis case at DH Conley High School with no immediate risk to the public.
Yes, Pitt County Public Health is investigating a tuberculosis case involving someone at D.H. Conley High School. Officials said there is no immediate risk to the public, and students and staff do not need to limit activities. Only those identified as having close contact will be asked to get tested. Free TB testing and treatment will be provided to anyone who needs it, and most students and staff will not require testing. Health officials stress that TB is less contagious than the flu or common cold and is completely curable with medication. Families with questions can contact the Pitt County Health Department for more information. Yes, to emphasize, there is free TB testing and treatment will be provided. And then they stress too that TB is less contagious than the flu or common cold and is completely curable. Yes, moving on. Moving on. The last news of the
Okay,
day.
the last news of the day says the Pitt County Schools Board approves the 2026 to 27 school calendar, citing state law limits despite parents' feedback.
Yes, the Pitt County Schools Board has approved the 2026-27 school calendar, keeping spring break aligned with Pitt Community College and Easter. While many parents and students asked for exams to finish before winter break, school leaders say state law limits start dates, making that change impossible without legal risk. The calendar starts classes on August 24, 2026 and ends on June 8, 2027, with a 2 week winter break and a 1 week spring break. School officials say the calendar also includes monthly breaks to reduce burnout. This is a feature many survey respondents supported. District leaders plan to keep coordinating with Pitt Community College on future calendars to better serve students and families. Yes, that's all we have for you today on our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. Yeah, shout out to Carolina Arthritis Center for keeping us on air and for bringing you all a recap of all the amazing, incredible things happening in our area every week. Yes, today for our community voices section, this is the meat of the matter. Yes, this week we are asking a very somewhat controversial, because I mean lately it's been interesting. Yes, but it's honest, at least from our end. We are asking an honest question. Masculinity today, is it stronger than ever or more confused than ever? What does it mean to be a man? So men today are told to be strong and vulnerable. We are told, I say we because I'm a man. Yes, we are told to be confident and emotionally open. We are told to be providers and to be fully present at home. And mind you, social media, culture, and economic pressures are pulling masculinity in different directions, and a lot of men are quietly trying to figure it out. So, we are asking folks today, do you think men have it easier or harder than past generations, and why? And then, what does healthy masculinity look like to you in today's world? Or is there even something like healthy masculinity? And then the final question is, how can communities better support men without limiting who they are allowed to be? Yes, would love to hear from you, and our calling numbers are still 252 756 2008. And you can drop us a comment on our social media. I see Tonya Meals 7237 is dropping something on the chat. Thank you for always supporting. Shout out to you, Tonya. Yes, AY, do you want to read what?
Yes,
Yeah.
she says it is so sad.
You can start from the top though.
Yeah, that's the top from what I'm seeing.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Or is there a different one?
No, go ahead.
So she says it's so sad and unfortunate that this has to be a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
She also said Greenville is doing big things now to figure out how to financially join the wave. I think she was
Yeah.
referring to the news that when we're giving the news segments here.
Right. Shout out to you, and shout out to Greenville one time. Yeah, one time for Greenville. You know. Yes.
Next time we'll say 2 times for Greenville.
Yeah, me
Since-
2 times. Yeah. Big things are one. Yes, we are asking folks today, do you think men today have it easier or harder than past generations, and why? And what does healthy masculinity look like to you in today's world? And the final question is, how can communities better support men without limiting who they are allowed to be? So, like I said, our calling numbers are still 252 756 2008. 252 756 2008. And yes, who better to start off this conversation than the young boy who wants to be a man so bad? The resident Gen Z
I'm not
in the
there.
building. Yes, the one, the only. Oh,
I'm
my
not
man. Patrick Mbaya Luful Wabo from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is
Gerara.
Right. So, Patrick, do you think, I know you're not a man. Yeah, well, you're a man. Let me
Hey,
take that back.
Jesus. Person
You're a
come all
man.
the way from South Africa, he says no, man.
No, he's a man because he's over 18 to begin with. But, I mean, I think a man's brains doesn't fully develop until what, 30? Or something?
25.
No.
25. He said
And you're a
25.
man, you're supposed to
Wait,
not-
25 for okay, yes, we'll be
25.
right back after the break. This is still Awesome Radio Network. Don't touch the dial. Boom.
Every step of life deserves a mark, and some moments deserve a place that remembers them. Welcome to Footprints Event and Conference Center, located at 304 Evans Street in Greenville, a warm, inviting space for weddings, worship nights, celebrations, and community gatherings. Inspired by footprints in the sand, this is where joy is shared, prayers are lifted, and God's unseen hand carries every moment. From intimate gatherings to meaningful milestones, your story unfolds here, leaving a lasting footprint in every heart. Call 252-412-3169 to book your next event. That's 252-412-3169. Footprints Event Center, where every step becomes a memory.
Hello, my name is Daniel out of Greenville. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, wherever you are, this is Speak Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here in Greenville, the heart of Eastern North Carolina, to the rest of the world. And today we're talking about masculinity, So, yes, just before we went on that break, we were asking folks, the resident Gen Z in the building, do you think men today have it easier or harder than past generations, and why? And then what does healthy masculinity look like to you in today's world? And then how can communities better support men without limiting who they are allowed to be? Yes, Gen Z, what do you think?
I think it's a very interesting topic. First of all, it's
Okay.
interesting. I won't lie. And when I was looking at how to approach it, I was thinking, the question says masculinity, right?
Mhm.
And the question is how have men been now as opposed to then? I'm like, am I even the one to answer this question?
I mean, you've been wanting to be a man so bad, so
No, you're not getting what I'm saying. It's
Okay.
not. I'm saying
you are not then.
yes. I feel
Okay.
like the other gender
Yeah.
is more equipped to answer those questions because they know how men have been through the times.
Even then too.
But we can still answer it as the men ourselves too. And
Say
so
as the men ourselves too. Okay, you are putting yourself in that WhatsApp
I'm not
group.
putting myself anywhere. I am.
Well, I'll give it to
Putting
you. Yeah.
myself. Yeah, but yeah, I feel that it's harder for one to be a man now because I'll tell you this. Of course, different times, different things. Yeah, my enemies are here today. This is Bruno, by the way.
Yeah.
Bruno, I know where you live. So
Obrigado.
I don't think
Obrigado.
that's a good question.
So yes, now Gringans, that's Bruno. He's asking in the chat, who is the woman in
the
top
top
right?
right.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
yeah, you have it.
Yeah. So, anyways, somebody else take it away since Bruno is.
Nah, bro, you can't.
Okay. So, anyways, I feel that it's more
harder
difficult now.
to be a man.
Yes, because back then, the rule was more defined. Men go to work, blah blah blah. They
Okay,
were not expected to
okay.
be emotionally there. But the men then could then also claim that at their time it was difficult too, and they would be right because at that time that's what was there. And for us, it's different. We have to be there emotionally. You have to be there. As a man, you need to provide. Blah blah blah. Like all these things are under one umbrella. Back then, they just had to be one or maybe two or three things.
Right.
Provide, be the man of the house.
Protect.
Yeah, provide, protect, be the man of the house.
Right.
And now they want us to be emotional. They want us to be the man of the house. They want us to protect. Like they want us to do all.
So you're
these
trying to
things.
say like the roles have sort of expanded?
Yes, and I'm not saying it's a bad or good thing. I'm saying that it's about evolution. Things are always going to evolve, and I
Okay.
guess the man's role is evolving and will always continue to evolve. And we don't know what the man will be doing in 2070.
Yeah. So if I get it correctly, you're trying to say it was easier then when men were supposed to, I guess, have.
I'm not saying it was
Rigid.
easy. I'm just
Well, you
saying
just said it
was.
harder now, though.
I
Isn't
guess-
that-
I
but
guess that's
if
what
you
I'm saying.
extrapolate, it means that it was easier then. Now
I'm
you get what I
saying-
mean, AY?
Let's say it's more complicated now.
Okay, it's not longer harder; it's more complicated.
Yes.
Okay, that's valid. So that means it was less complicated to be a man then.
Yes, because you kind of knew what you have to do. Like you knew, like this is what I'm doing.
Right, and now you don't.
And now you don't
always-
know, like you have to
No.
balance, and
Okay.
That is interesting. Okay, so why do you think this is so? No, hold on. Hey, let him land.
Oh, what do I think
Yeah,
this
I'm
is so?
coming for you today.
because I don't think this is coming from me. These are basic, simple questions
Okay.
that I can answer as a man.
Okay. As a
I
man.
think I don't think men back then were expected to be emotional for one,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And today they expect you to be emotional. And we've seen cases where guys that are emotional are trolled for being emotional. Like, why is he being emotional? He's supposed to be a man. But the same man was supposed to be emotional. You see?
Okay.
It's like a traffic light that is red,
Yellow, green.
amber,
Okay.
and green at the same time.
Okay.
It's like what am I supposed to do? It's confusing. If you become emotional, you're too emotional. If you're not emotional, he's not emotional. You
Well,
see, it's like
That's interesting. Okay, that's your why. Okay, so I guess Ewa has been itching to say something. So I'll hold on the second question.
okay, well, what are you itching to
Having
say?
it. Bro, I mean, it's fine. Let's do it.
Anyways,
Yes. Do you think men today have it easier or harder? And by the way, you can still call us 252-756-2008. Would like to hear from you. and it's going on in the chat too. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm going to take that comment, but before then, let me just so pick something from what
Get this
Patrick
off your
said.
chest, yeah.
So, Patrick, I think the word should be different, and Patrick said that.
He
and
said complicated.
no,
and
before,
then harder.
complicated, he had
Okay.
said different at
Did
some
he?
point. Yeah, because I
different-
noted,
different today.
I
You're
took
siding
a
to him,
mental,
but
I
it's
took a
fine.
mental note of it. I'm like, this is where I'm going to start from.
Okay.
Because it's not necessarily, I wouldn't say maybe it was harder or maybe it's easier now. I would just say different, like Patrick rightly said.
Okay.
The roles are a bit changing. You know what it used to be. I mean,
How so? How so?
so
Let's
if you look at, and
unpack
I'm
it.
saying history, looking at history, say pre-industrial revolution
Right.
and all of that,
Right.
you would understand that there was a time that the most important thing that a man had to have was strength, and I mean physical
Right,
strength.
right.
Because most of what they had to do, like Patrick also mentioned, is protect, provide, and
Right.
providing at that time was, you know, linked and tied to your physical strength, because
Right.
most of the jobs and
yeah.
work that you had to do involved exerting, physical strength. So
right.
if most of the responsibilities, looking at protecting, for example, you had to be strong enough to
Right.
fight or wade off
Right.
whatever attack was coming
Right.
to your family or your people. The next one was to provide. You had to
Right.
do manual labor to be able to
Feed,
provide, to feed your family, provide for the people around you. What else? I mean, most of what they had to do involved their physical strength, right? And so a lot of men found their identity in what they could do in terms of
Strength,
and
provision and protection.
provide and
Right.
make sure that they cover all of these basic responsibilities that we
Right.
listed.
Right.
Now, today or more recently, those roles have not necessarily changed, but the way to achieve those roles are no longer restricted to physical strength. For example, most of the jobs these days that even pay more have to do with what you could do in terms of knowledge. What do you know?
Right.
We are living in a knowledge economy,
Right.
no longer a strength economy. Understand? So
Right.
when we now that it has to do with knowledge, it's interesting because both men and women can fill in those shoes without having physical strength. A woman can do exactly what you can do in terms of work.
Yeah.
You
So
get
someone is actually contradicting that in the chat too. So, but go ahead. We'll get to the chats. We'll get to the bro. Don't be. I just mentioned. Go ahead.
So a woman can do exactly what you can do in terms of work, for example.
How do you mean? Like physical work?
I'm saying we live in a knowledge economy.
Okay.
So
okay, you mean like the
whatever I can
intellectual-
do at work, a woman can do exactly the same.
Some
So-
people will object to that, but go ahead.
No,
no,
you
no,
have
go
to come
ahead,
with
go
facts
ahead.
if you're going to
Right, go
object,
ahead.
right? So a woman can do exactly what a man can do
Okay.
in terms of work because we live in a knowledge economy.
Okay.
So my identity is no longer tied to my physical strength.
Okay.
So it means that men in this generation need to understand what it actually means to be a man.
Okay.
Outside being muscular, outside being able
strong.
to exert
Right.
physical strength, because masculinity is not limited to being strong physically.
Okay.
It has to do primarily with taking responsibilities,
Okay.
understanding what is my role wherever I find myself. And it's not only limited to being the head of a family or having a family. None of us here has a wife or a kid, at least to the best of my knowledge, right? And we still have to. But it's true now. I need to be very clear. on
Yeah,
that.
well, very
but,
well.
but we still have to
Right.
quote unquote be a man. So
Right.
what does it mean to be? You don't need to exert physical strength to show that you're a man.
Okay.
There are other things that you need to do. But my timer is
Yes,
showing me that
yes,
we need
yes,
to go on
yes,
a break.
yes.
So when
It's
we get
still
back-
Awesome Radio Network. We'll be back after the break.
Health Pro is a licensed home care organization and a trusted provider of in-home care services with skilled nursing and personal care services. When your elderly parents live alone, there are many things that can be done to make general housekeeping and personal care easier. We are local and can be reached at 252-364-8114. We are located at 408 West Arlington Boulevard, Suite 101C, Greenville. At Health Pro, our services provide a relief for the aging and the disabled population who prefer to recover in the comfort of their homes. Our services expand beyond the normal, and we are currently serving 17 counties in eastern North Carolina. Veteran personal care services, companion care, sitter care, respite care, private pay home care, pediatric, adolescent personal care services are just a few of the many services we offer. Visit our website to see all of the services we offer, healthpronc.com. That's healthpronc.com. Health Pro, 408 West Arlington Boulevard, Suite 101C, Greenville, 252-364-8114. That's 252-364-8114. Health Pro, a local, trusted, leading provider of in-home care services.
Hello, my name is Daniel from Greenville. We appreciate you for listening to Awesome Radio 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU Radio in Greenville.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, it's gearing up to be a very, very interesting conversation. Yes, Ewa, you still had what you had in mind, but I would like for us to get to the charts. It's been going down. So, Tonya Miao says American history. Yes, system set up to remove men from the family. Wow. Women, we do our best. Men get away with way too much. I think we make it too easy. And have loosened up the standards. That is interesting. Wow. So Nagring Ank says, so Patrick is confused about masculinity. Well, now you know. Yes. Tonya says, now young men coming up don't want to work hard to maintain a standard. Ooh. Men from other cultures come and discover they can relax from their cultural standards. Water flows to the least resistance. Then Bruno is asking you, Patrick, what defines masculinity today? You still have to answer that. Toya says role change. I disagree. Physical strength is equal to mental stroke emotional intelligence. So I think she's referring to how you said that, like in modern day, being a man is more about, the mental
That was
thing
not what
or
I said.
something. What did you
I
say?
said the roles have not necessarily changed, but the
Okay.
ways to achieve those roles have changed. That was
Okay,
what
I guess
said.
that's what you're saying. So
And talking about today, I was also just talking about work. I limited it to work, saying
Okay.
the way we work today is more of the knowledge economy. You don't
right,
need physical strength. So
I mean, work
do
used to
much.
be a big part of a
Yes,
man's life
so,
too.
yeah, so.
Yes, and then interested in your male perspective on the apparent lack of integrity and moral conviction. Okay. And then Onyemeo says you can't compare a man and a woman. But yes, so something I'd like to point out is that a lot of what we'll be saying, a lot of what we are saying are broad generalizations, right? We are not speaking for all men. There are, I mean, if there are like 8 billion
For the
people in the
for the
world,
most cases,
you know,
it's our own
experiences
opinion.
too, so I think I'd have to mention that because it's very easy to,
Yeah, and while we were
you know.
But the
Okay,
interesting thing
yeah.
is, it's okay to disagree because that's the
Well,
essence
that's
of
fine
having
too.
a
Yes,
conversation.
yes.
If everybody's agreeing with you,
Like I
it
disagree
feels like
with Patrick
ChatGPT,
on some things too. Yes.
So I'm going to take this
All
call
right,
now.
all right. Good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio Network. This is Pitt Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
Good morning, this is Onameo.
Yes, we are live.
Oyemayo, my former friend.
We are live. We are live.
How are you doing?
I'm all right, bro.
Yes, you've
And
been
you?
listening to the conversation. I'm good. I mean, I'd like you to go for AY straight.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes I agree with AY, but sometimes I don't agree with him. As he was explaining, at first I say yes, you're making sense, but lastly,
He
he
stopped
started
making sense.
comparing men and women.
Oh wow.
At work.
I believe that the topic is not like part by part. I believe that the topic is like generally. Understand? Which means a man is a man. We are not here saying maybe at work or at this, at that. Because if I understand your question real good, Victor, you said, are men getting it harder these days or easier, right?
Yeah, is it harder or, do men have it, easier or harder, yes, than in past generation? Yeah.
Right. Right from the day of John the Baptist, men has been getting it harder till tomorrow.
Interesting.
Understand? Yes. So that is whenever this topic is being brought up anywhere, any place, there is no how you can compare man and even God, the maker, the creator of the universe, has never compared a man and a woman. No matter how you want to put it, no matter how you want to shake it, no matter how you want to, do it, a man is a man, generally, mentally, physically, both work-wise. Even AY is saying about we are in a technological world or something like that, where women no, you are very, very wrong, bro. For me, I don't know because everybody are entitled to their own opinion. But for me, you can never. It is not done anywhere. Women and men cannot be compared. Women are always women, and men are always men in all ramifications.
So, what is a man, and what are some of the differences?
Okay, let me still go with what AY said because at first he was saying something that was making sense.
Wow.
See, men have to use their strength to provide.
Okay.
Men use their initiative.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, let me chip in this thing.
Chip in, bro.
Our younger generation, they will be like, I'm hustling, I'm working hard to make mama proud.
Right.
Like maybe somebody like Patrick,
yes,
can be saying that. Understand?
Right.
But let me tell Patrick that
Tell him.
you cannot know when men are passing through until you get married, start bearing children, then you will know that the bigger part of that phrase, working to make mama proud, that is when you will know that it is all about men, not even women. Though women are doing great, but it is all about men. That's why sometimes you see that men die before their spouse.
Wow.
A lot of fathers die before what? Their wives.
Wow.
A lot of dads die before mom because it is all about men. If you see what men pass through to provide for that woman and the children, but just that the children always see the green light or the of their mom, because like they said,
right.
It is division of labor.
Right.
It is for
Yeah. So one last thing you said. If I hear you correctly, you're saying men have it harder today than in past generation, correct?
Even both in past generation and today, and they will still be having it harder till tomorrow.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't answer everything finished. Like, I was going to ask you why, but you finally like finished everything too. But I mean, it's always amazing to hear you talk about you. And thank you too for coming for AY today. I appreciate you. Yeah.
It's all about experience. I'm a man and I'm a dad.
Yes.
Understand?
Wow.
So I'm not just saying it because
you're saying from experience.
Yes, from experience.
Yes. Come on, guys. One time for the man and the dad. The Onyemayo.
Yes. Before you guys say anything, I want to
All right. Yeah. Have a good one, man.
All right. You too.
Wait, please hold that thought. Before you say anything, I want to go on what Onumere said. He said the advice is for young men. like me who would say I want to make mama proud and all that.
Okay, you've been
Until
itching
I'm
to say
married,
that.
until I want to clarify that none of us in studio are married. So Onime was not just giving me that advice, giving to Victor, to AY,
Oh,
and to
okay,
Patrick
so
that
I
are not
mean,
married,
so
that are
I'm
not
going
having
to.
children.
Are you sure?
Oh, so you have children.
And I'm asking you, are you
Wait,
sure? That's what I
guys,
asked.
guys, please, you don't have enough, you don't have much
Wait,
time.
wait, wait. We
Okay,
have some
so
comments in the
I'm
chat.
going to
So.
take the comments now, and then I'm
Right,
going
and
to
then you
say
go ahead.
something
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
Oyemi has said.
So,
Where did
so
we
I
stop?
think Bruno said, today women are more present and empowered in society, correct? And this does not make men any less masculine. That's interesting.
Okay.
I agree. Um, Tonya said women have had to step into men's traditional roles. As far as for the workforce, American history, women had to get into the workforce because the men were at war. Women have always been industrious. Yeah, I think that's
Okay,
that's true
so
too.
I think I need to
That's true.
make this clear.
Okay.
When I started talking, I remember I'm always following my train of thought. I remember that I started from the beginning of at least back way more into history about
Right.
how there was a time when men work as the responsibility of men
Right.
was to provide,
protect, all of
protect.
that, right,
And I
right.
said the roles have not necessarily changed, just that the way
The
to
ways,
achieve
yeah,
those roles have
right.
changed. And I also said that now, more recently, we live in a knowledge economy,
Right.
and what in the workplace, what a man can do, a woman can do exactly
the
the
workplace.
exactly
Right,
the same.
right. I remember
At
you
least
saying
for most
that.
of work, because
Right.
we live
I
in
remember
a
you
knowledge
saying that.
economy.
Right.
And to I even have a very, very recent example. I think
Okay.
sometime around this time last year, I had a job interview for the role of data
Analyst or
and
something.
data analyst, and then program coordinator
Right.
somewhere at ECU.
Right.
And I remember that I think at the final stage of that interview, I didn't get the job, obviously, and the person that got the job was a data analyst, female data analyst. I'm an economics, I finished
Right.
from, but of course, because of the kind of job I do
Right.
a lot of data analysis and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
So, but the idea is I didn't get that job.
Right.
A female data analyst got that job.
Right.
There was nowhere that it was going to be about strength.
Okay.
It had to do about what you knew.
So when you say
And
strength, let's also
physical
be
strength.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
saying. When you say
Yeah.
strength, you have to specify that. 'Cause
So
there is
I'm
mental
talking back
strength.
to when I
Yeah,
talk
right.
about what a man can do at work, a woman
Right.
can do exactly the same
Right.
in today's economy.
Right.
For most of the jobs that that we now have, that everybody have, for example, you are a
Something.
research
something.
assistant, you work at Reedy.
Right.
There is nothing you do at work that a woman will not slot in to do perfectly today.
It depends. But yes.
Do you understand? So when I
You-
say
what?
so
Why are you laughing?
when I talk about what like a woman can do exactly what a man can do in today's economy, I mean
Yes.
we live, like I've said it severally today.
Right.
We
So
live in knowledge economy.
So
a woman can do exactly
So
the
when
same.
you say that,
So
too,
going back to
Yeah.
what I was saying,
Right.
because I was following something before the
Right,
timer
right.
cut me off.
Okay.
So going back to what I was saying, so I'm saying that today the roles have not changed, but the way to achieve those same roles have changed. You don't have to necessarily be physically strong to achieve those things
Right,
anymore.
right.
So what does it mean to be a man in
But
today's world?
to be sure too, not all jobs are knowledge roles. No,
Of course,
but
I
get what
said
you mean.
most.
Right. good,
Most
right.
of the jobs we have today that
Right.
are like when we go to school
Right.
to acquire
I mean,
our
even men,
degrees.
even women go to school.
Women go
and
to
higher
school.
than
There was a
men
time
too.
that
No,
women
but
did
yes.
not go to school.
Right, but women go
But
to
now,
school now.
today, men and women,
Ayodeji, thank you.
do you understand?
Let
So
him go.
today, men and women are allowed, if you said maybe some 200 years ago, I don't know, maybe I'm just throwing it
Remember,
back.
you don't set AY off, please.
So if you said like maybe 200-300 years ago
Right,
that
right.
men, even we are Africans, even back at home, some maybe 50-100 years ago, the men were the ones that were allowed to even go to school to start
Okay,
with.
right.
Today, if you come and say, "Oh, it's only a man that should go to school," people will look at you like
now
you're
women, they go
insane.
school now.
Do you understand? Everybody can now go to school. Everybody
Right.
can now acquire knowledge.
Right.
Everybody can now get skills. There are a lot of digital skills that are empowering people. There are people that are making money, and
But-
that is why a lot of people ask. So I watch some say dating shows and stuff, and a lot of people ask questions like,
Were you
can you
politician
date-
in your past life?
Wait, chill.
You-
Someone asks a
Everyone
question
is on
and
the
say,
roll.
"Can you date a man that? Can you, as a man, can you date a woman that earns more than you?" And I hear a lot of men say, "No, I can't." And I'm like, So are you saying that your identity as a man is tied to how much you have?
The comment says now look, AY is mad.
Wait,
Okay,
chill.
Ayodeji, how do you now define masculinity?
So wait, chill. Let me wrap this up. So
Please wrap it up.
so as a man, your identity is not tied to how much physical strength you have. Your identity is not tied to how much money you make. Even Jesus Christ says
So
that.
what's your identity
Even Jesus
tied
Christ says
to?
in the Bible that the life of a man does not consist in the abundance of things that it
I mean, even
possesses.
the man he says there
So,
was general.
Yes, but the
I see what
idea
you
is
mean.
not, so because I have money now, that makes me a man, or because I have physical strength, that makes me a man. Like I said at the beginning, what makes you a man has to do with responsibilities.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, masculinity for me is spelled out as responsibility.
Well, there is that.
Right?
I mean,
because apart from even the societal expectations of what a man should be,
right.
and I've said something like this before, that even if there was nobody in this world and I'm the only one, there are certain things I will still have to do.
Right.
Because this is who I am.
Yeah, wrap it up.
So,
It's like,
for a man, what really makes you a man is taking responsibility.
I mean,
And especially in the world we live in, for the people that are tied to you.
like you're protected and
Do you understand?
providing
People that are
for
tied to
still
you. For example,
mountain.
Amy was talking about being a
Right,
dad, being a
right,
husband.
Right.
It is important. So when you come to roles of saying being a husband or being a father,
Right.
what are your responsibilities to those people? You still need to provide for them.
Right.
You still need to protect them.
Right.
Right. But and like I said, how to achieve those things have changed a little because of things that are now available.
Right.
So I don't need strength to protect my family anymore.
I mean, you.
I don't need knowledge. I don't need money. What am I saying? I don't need to be physically strong to provide for my family anymore.
Okay.
I've been, from everything I've been able
Everybody's
to,
agreeing with Dewa.
everything I've been able to earn for the past, since I started working,
Right.
I've not done any strength work all my life.
Right. I mean,
to earn
strength is different though. So
Physical
Right.
strength.
So okay, you have to be so
Clear.
so
The comment,
so,
wait, the
so-
comments are buzzing. Let's go through the comments. The
Right,
comment says,
right.
be careful, Pet and Vic. AY is mad right now for
Right.
sure.
Right. What's the one before
And then
that?
Letitia Bryan says, we're living in a society that 50-50 is a thing. Financially, the roles are equally important. Women are doing jobs that was once seen as a man's job.
Right.
AY, I totally agree with you.
Okay. Yeah, why you
So
are wait,
Hey,
Joe,
calm
you
down,
don't
AY.
bro, you're running out of time. You don't
Okay,
talk
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
wait,
entire
okay,
time.
so let me just hold on. So let's
Bro.
test from
You
Victor.
have to wrap it up.
Victor, so Tonya
Victor
asked,
has not answered the
wait,
question.
yes,
by the way.
I'm going to
Wait,
put this
wait.
question to Victor. Tonya asked a question. He said, AY or Ayodeji, how do you now define masculinity? So I'm
Okay.
putting
No,
that.
you don't talk. I'm now saying a responsibility.
So I'm
now.
putting it
Is
to
that
you.
not
That's
what-
my own definition.
Okay.
I'm putting it to you.
So I think I don't. I'm not trying to be controversial or anything.
And also
In
answer the
addition to-
question. Yes.
No,
Yes.
start with this
Answer-
one.
yes,
Start with this one.
yes.
Victor, please. Start with this one.
So to be sure, right?
Mm.
How do I define masculinity? I mean responsibility, right? Like you said, but I also wanted to point out from what you said that in order to part of that responsibility means having the strength, to protect, not just physical strength. You need to have there's something as emotional strength. There's something as intellectual, even intellectual strength is a thing. You need to have that fortitude, right?
Yeah.
And you make it seem like physical strength is not as important or equally important in today's world. But I think it's also still, no matter how, even technological advances, at the end of the day, we still need, folks in those physical roles. And most of the men who do it, who support, some of the things that we enjoy as, to live a decent and a good life are men, so it's very, very important too. Yes, I agree with you, Tonya. Responsibility is not equal to moral conviction. I believe masculinity is equal to moral, but also integrity. I agree. Real discussion should be how and why men have left their standard. Yeah, that's probably getting into the political realm of things. But yeah, I believe, and this is just personal, I feel like a man should also still have strengths, physical strengths. I mean, regardless of your rights, too, but I feel like a man should also be, able to protect, even physically,
So just before we
yeah.
go,
Okay.
I'm going to also add to some of the things I've said.
Okay.
And still on the side of talking about strength. Now, and you're already getting into some of that, and that's why I was going to say this. What's now today's world, and so that some people that are hearing me don't hear me wrongly.
Right.
Today's world is now promoting things like, men should be fine to, for example, cry, show vulnerability,
emotional. A lot of
now, I am not necessarily saying, that is completely wrong.
Okay.
But I'm also now saying that in today's world,
Right.
you should also not forget that because of those responsibilities, like I said earlier,
Right.
that a man would have to take or
Right.
undertake,
Right.
a man has to be strong mentally and emotionally.
Right. That's the
Such
strength
that
too, yeah.
in as much as you're showing vulnerability or you are
Right.
allowed to be vulnerable,
Right.
you are not allowed to be weak as
Right.
a man.
I mean, even
In
the vulnerability, it's
in the
under
sense-
control.
in
It
the
has to be
sense
under
that- and I'll give you-
control
and
too.
I'm a Christian. I like to use a lot of biblical stuff.
Yeah, pastor.
I'll give you an example. Something happened. In the
something
Bible where
happened.
they had
Part of
they had
time.
come, they had kidnapped their children. I'm talking about King David now and everything, and everybody was crying. Some of them were even crying to the point that they were weak enough to die and stuff like that. And the Bible says that David encouraged himself in the world, in the Lord, and picked up himself, of course, and they fought and they were able
David
to
was a
recover
warrior.
all.
Yes, we're here on Awesome Radio Network.
I'll get
We're
back to
running
it
out
once-
of
once I
time.
get back.
That's why I will not get back to it, please.
I will get back to
we'll,
it.
we'll see you after the
The AI Training Academy continues. The next session is Monday, January 12th. Contact Stephanie to learn more. 252-367-5760. Did you know you can use AI technology to enhance your church media, photography, video graphics, your business marketing, and more? The AI Training Academy is designed for all ages, from a child to our ever-learning seniors. And for your convenience, the AI Training Academy will be both in person and virtual. You will need your laptop, tablet, or your cell phone for the hands-on learning. For more information and to sign up, ask for Stephanie. 252-367-5760. That's 252-367-5760. See you there.
Hello, my name is Dr. Wiley Nifon. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
Yes. Welcome back. This is still Awesome Radio Network, and we are in the last lap of our Pitt Perspectives radio show. It's been an amazing, and incredible conversation. Yes, if you're a business out there, you can see how much fun we have here and how much engagement we have here. If you want to reach, brands, whatever it is you're doing, whether it's rentals, whether it's, you're a health provider or really anything, amazing. You can reach out to us and we'll put some, help you reach your target audience, help you reach the community. It's been an amazing conversation. We're supposed to be bringing the upcoming events, but someone said AY is sad. Don't let him finish. Yes, Toya said topic needs to be continued. This is a hot topic, and then so masculinity is strength with respect, especially towards women. I mean, I think like we are all right, because right now I don't think anybody has said anything that's sexist. Because there are people who think men are good, women are evil, and all that. So I think for the most part we've had like a really decent conversation so far. Yes. Do you want to say?
Yes, I wanted to wrap up.
Bro, you have 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
So I was talking about how King David stood up
yeah.
and then was able to
And
recover.
then went and fought. Yeah.
At that time, it would have been counterproductive if he joined them to just wail, and then we all sat down and they were just looking. He had to at some point pick himself up and take responsibility for the people that he was accountable for. The people that it was.
Bro, you're right. In those times too, wars were a thing.
So I'm just saying that bringing that down to today, because I'm using it as an analogy for something. today there are things that happen in people's life in different places.
I can't
where,
think that for you.
where as a man who has responsibility over people in those kind of spaces,
15, yeah.
you have to not be caught up in what they are caught up in.
Right.
Especially when it has to do with maybe something bad has happened.
That's
and
the,
you have to show up for
that's
people.
the balance too, because
And this does not necessarily need physical. I'm not trying to talk down on physical strength.
Okay.
But I'm saying in this kind of moment, it has to do with a lot of emotional intelligence. It has to do with a lot of emotional strength.
right. I mean,
To
I see
not
what you
be
mean. I see
caught
what
up
you mean.
in something bad has happened and we are all down. You have to pick yourself
I
up
see
and
what
do
you
something.
mean. I see what you mean.
That's what it means to. That's what I'm talking about.
So
Taking
let's not
responsibility.
even. I see what you mean. You're right. And to be fair too, physical strength is important, because when you think about it, everybody here, I've had people talk about evolution and all that. That the fact that we are around means that some people or any of your ancestors survived wars and all that.
Yeah.
And wars are fought by men.
Mostly.
Before everything became, I guess, technological and all that. It
Yeah.
used to be about strength, and some of those things were built by men.
Yeah.
But again, let's not get into that. Ewa, you've had like a great time. Yes, it's been an amazing conversation, and thank you to everyone who's been engaging. It's just amazing to have conversations here. Yes, we have upcoming events and then our weekly inspiration. Let's see how much of that we have here. The Winterville Historical and Art Society is cordially inviting you all to their annual Old Christmas Tea, and it's January 11. That's tomorrow, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the location is the Winterville Historical and Art Society Incorporated. Address is 2543 Church Street, Winterville. 2543 Church Street, Winterville. So if you're interested in the arts and history, you should try and attend. Yes.
Yeah, we have Art in the Park, Exploring Watercolor class presented by Pitt County Cultural Arts and Recreation. The date is 13th of January 2026, 20th of January 2026, and
Yes,
27th.
I think every Tuesday. I believe.
2026, just January. Time
Yes.
is 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Location is Pitt County Cultural Arts and Recreation
Center. Yeah, so it's been an amazing
So,
conversation.
before we continue, do you think we should bring it back? Because we didn't even touch family at all.
Yeah, I feel
Because there is also
If people are going to be rapping, I don't think we need to bring it.
we didn't even talk about family at all.
yeah. So what do you guys
And one
think
of,
in the
one of the people in the comments
say
actually
to bring it?
talked about
Yeah.
taking men out of the family.
Yeah.
She mentioned that
That's
earlier.
a thing, and I think
that's
it's
like
a whole thing in the American
it's
culture. I've
it's a
heard,
whole thing.
you know.
Because, for example, I would say that for someone like me, one of the things, of course, obviously, where I learned how to be a man primarily is from my father.
Yeah, I mean the
And
family
one
is
of
the
the
key.
first things I learned
key thing.
in being a man from my father is sacrifice. That's like
Yeah,
the
that's-
one of the first things I learned. And I mean, it's a whole conversation
I think
around
that's
that.
an African thing
It
too,
comes
or
naturally.
something. I
Do you
mean,
understand?
there's that
I thought it
instinct.
came
But you
naturally.
cannot. So the thing is, men cannot do better than the examples that are set before them.
Well, they can, but I see what you
Because
mean.
you need to see, as growing up
It's
from
harder,
being
yeah.
a boy to becoming a man, you have to see examples of men
It's helpful.
that you want to look up to.
That's why we have role models too.
Do you
but go
understand?
ahead,
So
yeah.
you don't. There's not much you can do outside the example
Today
of
is AY 's
possibilities
show, man.
that you are
Yeah.
seeing in front
Yeah.
of you. So
Right.
men need to be examples.
Victor came
Right.
with false hope that to be his day. It's Ewa's day.
No, it's I came out
Oh,
of saying
It's
it was
Ewa's
me,
day.
actually.
It's
After-
not my day. It's Ewa's day.
I
Are we not here to witness it?
I don't understand what you
Please,
guys are
I don't
continue.
even know who set AY off today. Someone set him off,
Yes,
and
it's only
AY
me.
was.
It's only me.
Well, I mean, before then, he
crew
had been
decide
going on.
if they want to bring it back.
Yeah,
or
they
not.
said bring it back, but I mean, so the challenge is, when you bring something back,
It's dry now.
the energy is not the same. But let's
Unless
see.
Ewa will
But,
go
but,
in.
but let's see. How about this? We go to Pitt Perspectives, yeah, and drop a comment on the chat, and then let's see how many of it we have.
Or maybe we could just tweak it a bit, maybe limit it to just the family and just see
Okay.
what the role
Okay,
of.
we can start from this and talk about the family for a bit next
Yeah.
week, and then go on to the topic of
We'll
next
see
week.
how
How
that
about that?
goes.
Yes, it's been amazing. We didn't even get to any of the other things we wanted to say,
Like the
but
weekly
yes,
inspiration.
yes, it's
Just
been
be
amazing,
inspired.
amazing. Yes, you are inspired.
Just be
you
inspired.
you are
Yes, be an
inspired.
example.
We'll
as a
see you
man.
next week. Boom.